How are you enjoying today's event?
Man, I'm really enjoying it. My associates and I, came out here to have a good time. Bring some awareness to the community about our upcoming independent feature film, Hood Damnation. It's been about a 2-year process, but as I told everybody, we've progressed, and that's what matters at the end of the day about anything you decide to go after in life.
That's very interesting. Could you tell us a little bit about Hood Damnation? I did a little bit of research and it looks very, very interesting.
Yeah, as far as the story of Hood Damnation, it follows a young man who chooses to, follow in the footsteps of his father before him. In doing so, the decisions he makes ends up losing his life to the streets. He's given a second chance, I would say a second breath of life, and with that second opportunity, it's now his decision which will ultimately decide his salvation or damnation. The film, it definitely has a horror twist. It has, the zombie elements to it. It has a lot to offer. But I want the community to know that there's a deeper message to the film. One that applies, just to life. As I mentioned, our main character gets a second chance at life. In real life, we don't get that. In real life, there's only one chance, one opportunity to do the things that you want to do, to make the right decisions. There is no second chance. So so outside the movie being fun, which you're gonna have a lot of fun, there's a very deep message embedded in it, which I want the community, the younger generations to take in.
That's one of the things that really fascinates me about your film. It's obvious that it has hints of a zombie movie and horror elements to it, but from the clips that are available, from what people have seen, there's obviously this moral element to it. Like there's a much deeper meaning behind what other people would pass off as a horror movie. What inspired you to come up with this film and the overall message that it gives? What really inspired me is, just myself, coming from, maybe not the best environment, as, many people can relate to. And that's why I felt that this movie would be relative to today's time. When it comes to the title of the film, Hood Damnation, Hood Damnation isn't, or when it comes to the word hood, that's not a location or a place to me. Hood is a mentality. So with that being a mentality, you ultimately define your destiny. You ultimately define your lifestyle, whether you're going to be here today or gone tomorrow. So hood is a mentality, and it's the damnation that's out there right now. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with coming from a rough environment. You can definitely come out of it, but you have to be able to change your mentality to do so. So that's what I really want people to take away from the movie, if anything. That is amazing. That is just so cool. So, besides Hood Damnation, you have done other works of film. Some have also gone out there, like Hood Damnation has. Would you mind telling some of us about some of your work?
I've been making films, I would say, for about 7 years now. This is not something I went to school for. Just let me get that off the record. I didn't go to school for this. I had a dream, I had a vision, and I made a decision. I chose to follow my dream. I chose to believe in myself, and in doing so, I find myself here today. Building up a filmography, or building up my my work history, or whatever you choose to call it. But yeah, it's a step-by-step thing, and when it comes to my past projects or the other projects which I've worked on or produced, people came to me because they see my work ethic, they seen what I was capable to do or capable of doing, and they believed in me. So yeah, I believed in their project, so I went on and I attacked it like I would attack any project. One of them is Fight for Your Life, directed and written by my good friend Brian Bacher. And the other one is Crush It, which was written and directed by my good friend Azor Valencia. Then there's Hood Damnation, written, produced, and directed by myself, Alonzo, Chism. And there are more projects to come. So everybody, keep your eyes open. For Hood Damnation, go to www.HoodDamnation.com. And there's lots of information and updates coming soon.
That is amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, you really should check out his website. There's a lot of very interesting content on it. I wanted to ask you personally, there
as you said, you didn't go to school for what you did. You believed in yourself, and with hard work and dedication, you were able to get to where you are now.
Right.
There are plenty of others out there who want to get into the film industry as well. They want to follow their passion, but they're afraid sometimes by the limitations that are in the film industry. Some people believe I can't be successful unless I do go to school and learn how to become an amazing filmmaker. What words of advice do you have for those who are having doubts about starting in the film industry?
One key word that you said was limitations. And the only limitations that exist are the limitations we placed upon ourselves. So, you must know that you're limitless. You have no limits if you believe that. And that comes right back to the mentality. And just like when it comes to you guys doing what you're doing, it takes some self-belief. It takes a self-esteem about yourself that you believe that you can do anything. So whether you want to do social media, or you want to do press, such as my good friend right here, or you want to do filmmaking, or if you want to be the president of the United States, anything. Anything is possible. But it starts with you. It starts with you knowing that there's no limits and that you can do it. So if I could share anything with anybody, that's what I would say, that there's no limits. There never was, there never will be.
Very moving words. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen, there are no limits. If you want to try and get out there in the film industry, like my friend here said, you have to believe in yourself and you can do great things. Is there any way people can reach you?
Like I said, you can go to HoodDamnation.com, or you can check us out on Facebook. We're just now getting our Twitter feed live, so we're working on that. But there's a lot of great things coming, and just Google Alonzo Chism and click on the links from there. You'll find me.
For your time, Mr. Chism. Before we leave, I wanted to ask you one question before we wrap this up, because I wanted to ask everybody that we've interviewed.
Yes, sir.
What is your favorite scary movie?
My favorite scary movie? Man, that's a very difficult one. But I would say that Hood Damnation was partially influenced by Tales from the Hood, which is one of my favorites from the 90s and stuff. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out and everything. All right. But yeah, Tales from the Hood, one of my all-time favorites. I love it.
You should totally check it out, and you should totally check out Hood Damnation. It is sure to be a very great movie.